Next for Poirier, he's expected to get a shot at Charles Oliveira for the lightweight belt. Oliveira became the lightweight champion just a couple of months ago at UFC 262. He's won 9 straight fights, the longest active win streak in the division. With more on the big night, here's Michael Eaves.
Yeah, what a night it was here in Las Vegas. A stunning finish, not because Dustin Poirier won, but because it was a broken leg that ended this fight. The former double champ, Daniel Cormier, joins me now. The last 2 times these 2 guys fought, it was clear that Dustin Poirier was the better fighter. What did you make of how he took control of that first round and ultimately got the win?
Eves, it was crazy because, as you said, 2 times in a row now, Dustin's proven that he's the better fighter, but that's the time away. While McGregor was away, Poirier was going through his ups and downs. He was continuing to build, held a portion of the title. So all the confidence issues he may have had when he first fought Conor, they were gone. They were a thing of the past. And today, he got hurt by Conor early, couple leg kicks, but once he hit Conor and hurt Conor, Conor forced a clinch position. Dustin went for a takedown. Conor jumps guillotine. Dustin Poirier is a black belt and a phenomenal grappler, and he dominated from the top the rest of the first round.
So we know that Dustin Poirier will move on and face Charles Oliveira for the lightweight championship, probably later this year, maybe even Madison Square Garden. But what's next for Conor McGregor? He said some very nasty things in the octagon, including about Dustin Poirier's wife, using a very insulting term. Maybe the thought process was he's trying to set up the idea that they could fight for a 4th time. And Dana White has now said here in Las Vegas that he will give them a 4th fight because he didn't want it to end that way. What do you make of that decision about Dana White, and what should be next for Conor McGregor?
Well, you know, when you think about Conor being the biggest star in the sport in all of fighting, right? Only Canelo rivals him at this point. You can see why the promoter thinks that they should run the 4th one. And it was almost like it was the best possible way to lose, because there are still questions out there, because would Conor have come out in the 2nd round and done better? Listen, Dustin Poirier is a better fighter today than he was when they fought initially. He's a better fighter than Conor McGregor today than Conor is today. But if they want to run it back, you can't recreate what they had in there tonight without Conor McGregor. So I can see why. But for me, I think it takes a step back. Go and fight somebody that's not the best. A lot's being made of Conor winning 1 fight since he was the champion.
Right.
Well, he's lost 3 out of 4, but it's been to Khabib and then to Dustin Poirier twice.
Yeah. So again, the question will be, when will we see Conor McGregor again? A broken leg could be a year before we see him in the cage again. But again, we got to give some props to Dustin Poirier. 20 wins now in the UFC, 3rd fastest to do it. Only 2 guys did it faster, John Jones and George St. Pierre. For Daniel Cormier, I'm Michael Eaves. Let's send it back to the studio.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.